Hey, Phil here. Thanks for watching. This is part 3 on the Peavey Mantis series. I took it outside and I sanded it down. And I just used a palm sander, and I used 100 grit, then 120 grit sandpaper to remove the paint everywhere that the sander could reach. You can see there's a couple spots where it couldn't really reach, and then the 120 grit to smooth it out. So I used the palm sander on, the front, the back, and then the larger surfaces. Now, as far as the rounded part here, you want to be careful when sanding because you can easily change the contour of the wood. So what I used are sanding sponges. Now, these come in a pack for about $6 at Harbor Freight, and I have two kinds. I've got the medium grit and the fine grit. And I use the medium grit first to get into the corners and get it smoothed out as much as possible, and then the fine grit to smooth everything out. And then this fine grit, it says on the package that it's about 150 to 200 grit. I went ahead and took this all over the entire body, and it's nice and smooth now. You can see down in the cavities, it's still got some of the black paint and some of the red paint, which is the original color, but that's not going to show once I'm done with it. So I'm not really too worried about it. Now you notice in this part there's still some of the black paint. I'm not really concerned about that either because it's nice and smooth and it's going to be painted over. If you're going to paint, it's not completely necessary to remove all of the original paint. If you're going to go for a natural finish, it is. I'm going to paint it, but because I'm covering black with white, I'm also going to want to make sure that I have a nice couple coats of primer on it. So my next step is going to be to figure out which of these holes need to stay and which of them need to be filled in. Now this right here, this one, it's kind of chewed up. It looks kind of ugly. That's where that had that screw where the head had broken off. What I ended up doing was taking a pair of vice grips and got a hold of it and turned it out. But in the process, kind of made a mess of the wood right there. So I've got some filler. It's a sandable filler. It's a plastic, and what you can do is use it to fill in the holes, and then you can sand it down. And so when I'm done, everything will be flush, and then I'm going to paint over it, so you're not even going to see it. So next step, fill in the holes. Then I'm going to do some work to figure out what should my pick guard look like. And then we'll be able, once I have it figured out, then I'm going to be able to start painting it. Actually, I can start painting it after I fill in the holes. Anyway, I'm hoping to get to it this afternoon to get a couple coats at least of the primer on. So I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.